because I've been told and I've been raised to love who I am, and it's a hard process. I'm still struggling with it, but it's harder when you go for a job thinking that's exactly what you're supposed to be, and then you get told, actually, no, you're completely wrong.
Hey everyone, so yeah, I did it. I just cut that song off because you know what? I've got Jourdan Riane on the line and she has a model shoot to go to very, very shortly, so we have to squeeze this in. So, Miss Jourdan, how are you today, first and foremost?
I'm sick. I'm really good. I feel great. I try to wake up every morning in like a positive headspace. But I have got the flu. I am really run down because I do overwork myself sometimes. If I'm going to put my hand on my heart and be honest. Yeah.
Let's kickstart this interview. What made you want to become a model?
If I'm going to be completely honest, initially, the very beginning, it was an accident. When I was young, I did a lot of performing arts. I did a lot of dancing, singing and acting. I never really thought modelling was for me. And then I did In Pro Sports magazine when I was 7. And I was like, oh, this is actually fun. The older I got and the more I started doing modelling, what I really loved about it is actually helping people.
Okay.
I know it's crazy, but I loved the idea of people who were years younger than me being like, you know, can you help me do this? Or, you know, I see you as an inspiration to do that. Or you're a role model. I love that you do this. How do you do it? And that is kind of what made me fall in love with it even more as the time has gone on. And it's kind of the main reason I do it now is to help other people as well.
Okay, what is your favourite job that you've done so far?
I did Karen Millen. I did a summer collection for last year, and it ended up on a moving billboard in Harrods.
Oh, that is so cool. What, is that for Karen Millen?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, and I missed that.
No, that was the video. I can show you it.
There we go. We're going to get the video and chuck it up on Pulse's Instagram so everyone can see Jourdan. Huh?
It was so good.
I can imagine. So you obviously said that you started at the age of 7. What were your kind of experiences growing up with modelling? Because you did mention a minute ago about Sylvia Young. If anyone doesn't know, Sylvia Young is a theatre school.
So modelling was really minimal. It was mainly acting. I did Wicked in West End.
Wow.
To Sylvia Young. I went to somewhere called Curtains Up. And I kind of fell in love with the idea of performing for people. I liked the idea of being able to be myself, and then you step on stage and you're a completely different person. And I feel like that kind of transpired into my modelling. So when I model, I feel like I'm a whole different person, and I like the idea of being able to be that.
Yeah.
Instead of having to kind of just be one person, you get to be millions of different
people. Like you're a split personality almost. If you could give yourself an alter ego name, ego name, what would it be? Shut these random questions out there for people.
That's a good question. It would probably be something like really random, like Amber Valentine or something crazy.
Amber Valentine, that is a very random name. But it works. It works as long as they're unique. So what's your favourite modelling experience? You obviously said that you've done Karen Millen. Who else have you modelled for? I did an ASOS and Puma campaign a couple of years ago. When I was younger, I did loads of different sports magazines. Obviously, Karen Millen. I will be starting with JD. I have done, oh my God, I've almost forgotten who I've done now. I did a Coca-Cola advert a couple of years ago. Oh my God, who else? Boohoo.com. So I was just saying to Jourdan, obviously her mum has pushed her a lot, and if you don't know, Jourdan has a segment that she does called Ask Jourdan on YouTube, so go give her YouTube channel a follow as well, Jourdan Riane. And you do a lot of videos with your mum. I was just saying, has your mum pushed you a lot as you've been growing up?
My mum pushed me in 2 different ways. So when I was younger, she instantly saw that I was a creative. I went to an all-girls grammar school growing up, so I kind of, everything I studied was maths and further maths. I did 6 A-levels.
Okay. Wow.
A lot.
She made beauty.
I had to. I had no choice. I enjoyed it, but my mum made sure that I covered all aspects of it because she knows that this industry is very hit and miss.
Yeah.
She could tell I was a creative, so our kind of agreement when I was about 9, 10 was study and everything you want to do creative-wise, do outside of school until you're of an age where you can, like I did, go to Sylvia Young.
So I'm going to say this, and not in a horrible way. Have you ever had a normal job? As in like a normal... She's shaking her, she's nodding her head, everyone.
I've actually been working since before I had a national insurance number, so since I was 15.
Okay.
My first ever job was working with kids. So I worked during the summer. I took 40 kids to do different activities every single day, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
It was for kids who couldn't afford to go to summer camps, who couldn't afford to kind of go to different play centres. So it was all government funded, so they could have it free. And I've had various retail jobs. They were never ever, I don't know, can I say normal? So like one of my jobs was I was a shoe model for Christian Louboutin.
Okay.
So it was a job, but it wasn't normal.
What are the 3 things that you cannot leave home without?
Lip gloss.
Okay.
I'm so fine with wearing no makeup on my face at all, but my lips need to have something on them, like it's just something. My lip gloss, believe it or not, money.
Okay.
And initially I would say my phone, but I can leave my house without my phone, so food.
Oh, I like that. Are you a healthy eater?
No, I'm not. I'm not a healthy eater. I literally eat anything and everything. I am like a tiny fatty, basically.
Like that. She's a tiny fatty.
I'm a tiny fatty. I try and eat in moderation. I'm not really a dessert person. I don't really like sweets. I don't really like chocolate. I don't like cake. So that's part of the reason why I'm not a healthy eater, because I don't eat those things. Everything I do eat is fairly healthy.
And
I don't really like food.
can you cook?
Yes.
There we go,
My mum.
guys. She can cook. What's your signature dish that you can cook?
Stuffed porcini mushrooms. I normally get like massive mushrooms and stuff them with like little bits of pancetta or tomatoes and cheese and chicken and loads of different stuff, and then crumbs on the top, like breadcrumbs. So that's I like it.
So we need to go and raid your wardrobe for shoes and come round for dinner, basically. She's like, come round for dinner. What have you got coming up this year for yourself?
Okay, so I have an upcoming project that I'm not allowed to name, but it's a very big makeup brand.
Right.
Coming up. So as soon as I'm allowed to announce it, it will be plastered everywhere. Got JD Sports coming up, who I'm supposed to be doing radio with, actually.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, they're developing a radio app, so I'll be doing radio with JD. And a lot of it is to do with social influencing. And I'm supposed to be going to Chicago to do a talk with a group of young students on how to fight peer pressure within the industry.
That's going to be really good. See, so she's inspirational as well as just modelling. She's not just a pretty face, everyone. What advice would you give anyone that wants to do modelling as a career?
I have 3 things I kind of like to say, kind of as a
Across the board.
Yeah. The first one is, and it sounds so cliche, but do not give up, because the industry is 80% no, 20% yes. So you will go for things and you will always hear no, you're too small, or oh, your hair's too straight, or your hair's too curly all the time. So never give up. Yourself. In this industry, people change you and mold you to be what looks like is the perfect person on the adverts and in the magazines. It's impossible. Not even they are that person. So don't try and be someone else. Always stay true to who you are. And the third thing I kind of like to say is understand it. Take the time to understand all aspects. If you want to be a model, take the time to understand how to model, what it's like both in front and behind the camera, and speak to other creatives, because I've noticed that the industry, especially the modelling industry, isn't just about modelling. Most people that model can dance, sing and act. Most people that can act can sing, model, tap dance, break dance. No one just does one thing anymore. So I would say understand the industry, understand the people that come within it, and try and find something that will make you different.
Sorry to cut you off, but I uploaded a picture of Jourdan on my personal Instagram, and I also put one on my Facebook page. And can I just say that her picture currently is up to 19,000 likes.
What?
On my Instagram promotion picture. Yes, it's up to 19,000 likes, Jourdan. And I've had 15 comments. I'm just sitting here watching these. I've had people ask, can they illustrate you? I'm taking pictures and screenshots, and I will be sending them over. But people are asking if they can illustrate you and everything. So you need to go and check it out on the Instagram page. I'm going to put it on @Pulse88 Instagram page as well, with links to Jourdan's personal Instagram.
Oh, I love that. See, this is why I do it.
And you're doing it well, clearly. So we've obviously had the advice for you for any other models. What's been the hardest thing you've experienced since you've been doing modelling? Obviously you said about don't get discouraged and things like that.
That is the hardest thing. The hardest thing is hearing people describe you and telling you that it's not good. So for me personally, I've gone to shoots and they've said to me, we're looking for a black girl that looks like this and this. So just a quick PSA, I'm not fully black. My dad is actually Indian.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my mum's from 2 countries, my dad's from 2 countries, but just in general, my mum's black, my dad's Indian. But they've looked for black girls with big hair and I've gone and they're like, oh, you're not black enough, or you're too black, or your hair's too big, or you're not skinny enough, because I'm tiny, I'm very petite, but I'm not skinny.
You've got a nice figure, like when you put pictures up, you can see you've got curves.
I don't like it. It is what it is. I'm 5'5", so I am fairly short. So the hardest thing for me in the beginning was going past or letting it go over my head when people critique exactly who I am. Because I've been told and I've been raised to love who I am, and it's a hard process. I'm still struggling with it, but it's harder when you go for a job thinking that's exactly what you're supposed to be, and then you get told actually no, you're completely wrong.
Do you know what, it's really nice to actually hear you say that you're still struggling with it, because you have got a massive following and you are someone that is out there. So to hear that you still have like issues with people accepting you and stuff, it's nice to hear, but it does happen to everyone, because I think everyone sees models and thinks you have the perfect lives and the perfect worlds and stuff. No, you're real people still, and you still have to experience the whole and it's horrible and bad.
And the negative stuff does affect us. It affects us probably more than you think. Something my great-gran always told me was, it's always the people that are the more silent and take it in that feel it the most. And that is very much for me. Like, I don't comment back when people say horrible things. I just leave it. It's part and parcel of growing. It's part and parcel of having the thick skin to be in this industry. I chose to be in this industry, so that's just how I've got to deal with it, and I've got to learn and grow.
And you are dealing with it. Right, I'm going to let Jourdan go very, very shortly, people, because she has got a photo shoot to go to. But before you do, Jourdan, can you just let everyone know how they can follow you?
Yeah, so all of my acts are at Jourdan Riane, so it's JOURDAN RIANE. Yes, it rhymes. My mum thought she was cool. And she also made my life difficult by putting a U in my name.
No, that makes you stand out on Twitter, because it's Jourdan with a U in it, people. Don't go putting in JORDAN. She is unique, she is different. Her mama gave her a good name. So go give her a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook if you're not following her already. I will be tagging her on all of our social media posts. Like I said, if you're one of the 20,000 people that are liking her photo on Instagram, thank you very, very much for your responses. And
thank you for that. I can't even believe I honestly can't even believe 20,000 people liked that picture.
Why?
That's insane.
It's a beautiful picture. And the thing is, she's not even doing anything massive in it, people. She's got on a white shirt, she's sitting down nice on the floor, some knee-high little grey socks, which you can't even see the bottom half of her. And her hair is just big. Big, big, big.
I'm so grateful, so thank you.
That's absolutely fine. Right, well, we'll let you go, and I will catch up with you personally. That's absolutely fine. And thank you for still making time for us regardless.
Of course, thank you so much for having me, and have a lovely day.
Alright, we'll see you later, Jourdan. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure you press the like button. If you've got any challenges you'd like to see me doing, any interviews you want me to try and reach out for, then make sure you comment below. And lastly, don't forget, most importantly, to subscribe and press the bell notification so you know when I'm posting. And I've done a little recommendation over here for you. See you later.